Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. Got the Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed, sitting to my left.
Yep.
And today we're going to talk about AEW Full Gear.
Full Gear.
Is that what it's called? Full Gear?
Yeah.
So, I was I was going to say Adam Cole, but that's the wrong guy. Adam Page, was he in Full Gear? Was he Full Gear ready?
Adam Page, yeah. Him and Pac had a match.
Pac. So, I haven't seen anything. I did watch the Wrestling with Regret review show on Full Gear. So, I do have a little bit of an idea of what happened and, his opinion, From there, I kind of don't make any opinions because, again, that's just his opinion. Like, these are just our opinions.
Yeah.
But overall, he said the event was really good. He did like a pro and a con. He listed matches that were pros, listed matches that were cons. And he only had 2 matches that were cons. And his thing about them was it wasn't that they were bad. It was just like, maybe there was just like lack of build-up or something like that. Or
There's several of those.
yeah, but do you have the results?
Yeah, just found them.
All right. I know the dark match was B. Priestley and Britt Baker.
Yeah, Britt Baker. Now, I only got the end of that, but what I saw was really good, so I can't really describe the whole match because that's all I saw.
And I think Britt Baker won.
Yeah.
And then Brandy Rhodes and Awesome Kong came out and attacked B. Priestley.
And cut off a piece of her hair with a knife.
And then Kong sniffed the hair.
Yeah.
So, what's your...
I don't like what they're doing with Kong and Brandy because it makes no sense. Because out of the blue now, they're both voodoo queens or some shit. And they were friends that were business acquaintances, and now they're doing this voodoo crap. I don't get it.
And Brandy's a good guy, but she's a bad guy.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Like I said, it went from making sense to making no sense.
She's a good guy when she's with Cody, right? But she's a bad guy when she's in the women division?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, how do you go from one thing to another? We're good friends. We've known each other forever. Oh, la, 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 voodoo, voodoo, voodoo. There's amazing Kong or awesome Kong or whatever. I'm like, what?
Voodoo Kong.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, y'all been going this other storyline for 6 months. And now she's a voodoo queen and summoning amazing Kong with, I don't know. It's just stupid.
Could be worse. You could be controlling her with honey buns.
Yeah, that's true.
Inside joke.
Well, she can be controlling her with hair now, I guess, with a knife.
Sniff this hair.
Because everybody's like, I ain't really, what's going on with the knife? I mean, it was a knife. It wasn't like...
Well, you can't cut off hair with a plastic knife.
Scissors might have made more sense. But it wouldn't have been voodoo ready or whatever. I guess it's voodoo is what they're supposed to be portraying. I don't know. So maybe I'm offending voodoo people, but that's all I know. Well, now everybody gets offended nowadays. I'm trying to be careful.
You offended me by being careful.
I'm sorry.
All right, what's next? What was the first official match of Full Gear?
Santana and Ortiz versus the Young Bucks.
Okay. Is this where we got to see the Rock and Roll Express?
Yes, at the end.
I've seen a clip, so.
Yeah, the flip pile driver.
Yeah. It almost looked good.
No, it didn't.
Almost.
It was all halted, stalled.
It's
the
like,
finish result
the timing was
looked
super
great,
off. Yeah.
yes, but their timing was off.
Like, I'm going to jump, but then y'all pull me, and then I'll get stuck.
You got like a 66-year-old man trying to jump over the top rope. His dive looked really good.
Yeah.
Which
all right,
that isn't hard.
Taking away from the Rock and Roll Express, or getting back away from them or whatever, how was the match itself?
The match itself was good because I believe it was Nick.
Yeah.
He went for a kick on the outside and missed and hit the pole. So he was having to sell his leg. So we actually saw the Bucks sell the match.
Nice.
And sell the hurt. And they actually had a tag match where people tagged in and out. It wasn't just their stupid little spot monkey fest. So it was actually a wrestling match.
So what you say is when the Bucks do...
They did this.
When they do tags, it works?
Yes.
When they sell, it works?
Yes.
Cool.
And now they're not allowing like tagging shoes because they tagged a shoe at one point and the referee's like, no, it has to be hand to hand or back, which I like that because that's stupid. But anyway, yeah. But Ortiz and Santana actually won the match.
They got a new name. They got a new tag name too, didn't they? They were like
Pride and Powerful or something like that. I'm not positive.
Something very similar.
Yes.
Powerful and proud or something.
Yeah, but as far as them getting over, I think they got over. I think they put the right people over.
Who went over?
Pride and Powerful.
Okay.
And next you had Adam Page and Pac.
All right.
Uh,
I heard this was like sleeper match of the night. Like it was phenomenal, but nobody expected it to be.
and that's stupid because they had a match before that was really, really good. But yeah, it was a good match. That's why I kept reading the same thing. They were like, this was the best match on the card, and we couldn't believe it. I'm like, y'all know they wrestled before, right? And had a really good match then. What y'all think they were going to do? Go out there and go to sleep? But I mean, I didn't understand that. I mean, when I looked at all the matches on the card, that was the one I figured was going to be the good match. Because I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see the main event, and I really didn't care about Cody in the match because to me, Cody's wrestling just isn't the spot I want to see Cody for. So,
all right, I heard Cody cut like a really great promo that really sold tickets. Did you see this promo? Was it great?
week before, yeah,
I did not.
It was really good. It was.
I've been behind on my.
I've been watching Cody's promos, and if you watch them, you can tell he's gone back and watched some of his daddy's promos.
That's cool.
And he's taking some of them promos and he's flipping them somewhat.
Yeah, nice.
So, and that's what it kind of reminded me of.
I definitely gonna go try to check it out. So,
but yeah, it was a very good promo leading up to it, and that's what's really got me with Cody. I like watching his promos.
Yeah.
But his matches, somewhat,
Cool.
Him and Jericho actually pull it off, but. Anyway, back to Paige and Pac. Let's see. I believe it was. Yeah.
Did Paige win?
Yeah, Paige won because now I believe they're 1-1.
Oh, nice.
But no, that's right. It was the tiebreaker because remember Paige and him were supposed to have that match before.
Mm-hmm. It ended up happening in England or something.
That's right. So now Paige is 2-1. I said that backwards. Nice. My bad. I forgot about that one. But the next match was Shawn Spears versus Joey Janela.
Take a shot.
God. And his what the hell's his manager's name? Blanchard.
Come on, man.
He was out there, but they actually snuck in the stuffed pile driver that he used to use back in the day with his tag team partner. Where he bent him over and he grabbed him by the feet. Yes.
Spiked, not
stuffed.
Stuffed. I was like, what are they stuffing it with?
He stuffed his ass down the damn concrete or padded floor, whatever you want to call it. But that was basically the finisher. And Spears got in the ring, gave him another Death Valley driver after because the referee didn't see it. So, they just did that as kind of an overkill move.
Right.
But actually, he won. And that was cool because I truly thought they ended the stuff with him and Cody way too quick. They did one stupid match, and that was the end of the feud.
It's probably not over, It's
I know, but I'm just saying. But they've moved on to him and Janela.
Yeah, working the circles.
And it really was like Janela trying to prove he was a wrestler. Like, I'm not just this garbage guy. I don't just hit you with a kendo stick and all this crap.
It almost sounds like Gavin went dirty and went like, okay, well, if you're not going to be the garbage guy, I'm going to do all the stuff on the floor. Mm-hmm. He's giving power driver, so it's a little role reversal, so that's pretty cool.
But seeing him use that pile driver was awesome. God, I hadn't seen that move since Tully Blanchard was in the ring.
That's cool.
So them bringing that back was really cool. But I figured this is going to carry on for a little while if they're smart.
I don't think it is.
Why?
Because did you see what happened next?
No.
Okay, they did a interview with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford. And she was like, why be bad when you can be super bad?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, well, she was with Janela.
Okay.
As the bad girl, so now she's the super bad girl with Kip Sabian. So I think they're going to end up going into something with Kip Sabian and Joey Janela from here. Where they kind of fight over Penelope Ford or whatever.
That's one thing to me that they're not pulling off storylines long enough. They're ending mighty quick.
Well, they could be all just like planting a bunch of seeds for later too.
Yeah, but God, man, leave with something. I mean, I was trying to think of the longest one right now would be the Cody and Jericho, but really that's only like a couple of months long.
Yeah, I mean they hadn't been around that long. No. So
So I'm saying everything's. Now this is one that kind of has had a little bit of build up to it. Was I didn't like it was a 3-way. I thought that was stupid. They could have left Private Party out of it. But SCU, Private Party, and Lucha Brothers. Mm-hmm. Lucha Brothers and SCU had a storyline.
Right.
where they jumped Daniels and caused Daniels to be out of the match. SCU, a Private Party, really had no business being out there besides just put them out there.
Right.
And for a 3-way tag match, it was what you expected: flip, dive, blah 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 blah. Sorry.
Blah.
Yeah, I'm not into when there's too many people to watch. I don't like to watch it. It's horrible to watch.
I like the flippy divey stuff if it's done good and you can see everything. But if you see dives and they're in the background and stuff like.
Well, when everybody's dived and you know what's coming, dive, and dive one more time. Now we all get back in the ring and let's go back to this tag match. And like the guy, I don't know the Private Party guys that well because they haven't been out that long. But one of the guys has a really nice shooting star press, and I mean that son of a bitch is high. And to see him hit it, and somebody to kick out of it, just blows my mind. And I'm like, why?
Especially in a match where there's 18 more people, just have somebody break it up.
Yeah, there wasn't no breakup. He just kicks up. I'm just, But that's another thing. All these high spot moves for everybody to just kick out of everything.
Right.
But, I mean, the match itself was decent. SCU retained, thank God.
Cool.
And not that I don't like the other guys. I just don't want them to lose the belts right after they just got them.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Who took the pin?
Let's see.
You know?
Kicked out. They hit Isaiah Cassidy with SCU. Isaiah Cassidy did. I thought that was who it was, but I wasn't positive.
Well, I saw that they pulled a bit of a doink versus doink at the end of this match.
Daniels versus Pentagon is what it was.
So Daniels came out dressed as Pentagon.
The lights go out, and he's like, and they're both doing it simultaneous in each other's face, and he hit him with Angel's wings and a couple other moves. And it was Daniels. I thought it was cool.
I saw a picture where he pulls the mask off and he's got the cross painted on his eye.
Like they're chanting "Fallen Angel."
Yeah.
So
big Fallen Angel fan.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I was glad he got to come back in that.
The prophecy.
I'm not sure why they decided to change it up. Maybe there's a plan there. I don't know.
Who knows, man?
But as far as the match when it was good, I just wish I would rather see but it was this. I will say this: it wasn't just spot. It wasn't everybody in the ring all at once all the time. They just did it like twice, and it was tag in, tag out. I guess they've gotten a lot of complaints on this, evidently. So people have started having tag matches. How they're supposed to be.
Imagine that.
Yeah, funny how it works. The next match was Rio versus Emi Sakura, which is Emi Sakura is Rio's teacher.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this.
And Freddie Mercury impersonator.
Yes, I don't get that at all.
She's a big Freddie Mercury fan.
It does not transfer over to wrestling at all. Like, it looks so... Maybe in Japan it's like the hottest thing since,
that's what it is.
brand new vanilla ice cream. But over here, we're just like, why is she dressed like a transvestite? I'm like, what's going on? Why she got a mustache? And because JR had to get explained to him from Xavier.
That she was being Freddie Mercury.
My bad, yeah. He's like, I don't get it. She's a huge Freddie Mercury fan. What's that got to do with wrestling? Like I just said.
Same thing, a lot of stuff. Nothing.
And he's like, we're going to see all kinds of stuff here at AEW. And that was basically the explanation. I was like, okay, still makes no sense. But the end of this match was probably the best part to me. Because they did multiple pins, multiple. I was like, whoa. I mean, they were sliding in and out. It was like... I don't know. It was crazy.
It was a bunch of stomps or something. Yeah.
I mean, it was a very good finish. I enjoyed the whole match, honestly, because these two knew each other so well. Because everybody's been on you. She's 98-pound champion. Blah blah blah. Well, her teacher's not that much bigger than her, but she is bigger. But same height. It did look more realistic than her versus
anybody else.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, the one she wrestled before, not Nyla. That is.
Yeah, the guy from Wrestling with Regret said that now we know what kind of Pokemon she is. She's a stomping Pokemon because she did a lot of stomps. So I thought that was pretty funny.
She did too, though. She did a lot of double stomps. That's what he's talking about. But yeah, it was good.
Well, Jake Parnell says death by a double stomp, so
right.
She must be a Jake Parnell fan.
That might be it.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I mean, everybody's a fan of the
She's
War
a
Horse.
Wario.
Yeah, Wario.
Wow, I didn't even mean to make that joke, but it did come out that way, didn't it?
Yeah, I like it when it just comes out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. But yeah, Riho retained. It was basically a schoolgirl, but the way she did it, like she had her legs kicked over to the feet.
Cool.
I mean, kick over her head to here.
Nice.
It was good. But I really enjoyed that match. It's probably been my favorite Rio match I've seen,
Yeah.
honest to God. Yeah, and I was glad it wasn't a bunch of multi-man people in the ring.
Yeah.
I'm just like, God.
Multi-person.
Yeah, whatever. Now they went back to this in the title match with Jericho versus Cody. They brought out 3 judges.
Okay.
Arn Anderson, Dean Malenko, and Great Muta. Now they did not have anything to do in the match because they did not go to a draw.
Right. But if it would have went.
Yeah, that would have been I remember them doing it in WCW a long
They do
time
like
ago.
Clash of Champions and stuff like
Yes,
that. Yeah.
they would bring out. But I thought it was cool who they brought out. Dean Malenko, Great Muta,
Yeah.
and Arn Anderson.
I think it would be cool if they done that every title match so that when you did use it,
Yeah.
you knew they were there. Instead of going,
Do you
oh,
remember-
they're here, so they must gonna be doing something gimmicky.
Did it ever happen though, where it
What?
come down to the judges? Do you
I
remember
have
seeing
no
it? I
idea,
swear I
man.
don't remember.
I mean, I think there should be times that they should.
I think it'd be cool because they do it in UFC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
You know, and I thought that was kind of like where they were going back. I mean, I thought they were going back to old school, but it was kind of a UFC and boxing feel. You know, we're going to the judges.
yeah, why not, man?
You know, and because there definitely could have been some favoritism out there with Arn Anderson. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got Dean too, who like,
Yeah, Dean is a
Jericho was-
former 4 horseman.
well, he was that too, but I mean, he was just him and Jericho, this big rivalry. So
Yep. And then Great Muta and Jericho.
yeah,
So that was a bunch of stuff out there. But the match is pretty decent. Jericho hits an early dive toward the stage and misses like a sun gun and lands face first until Steel.
Cody.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah, that's where he got that big-
Yes.
He had
got
like
a C.
he had a ton of like stitches or
His
staples.
mama
in it.
stitched him in the back. Yeah, I read that this morning.
So I just saw a picture
His
of it.
mom went to the back and stitched him up. But yeah, his own mama stitched him up because she's
Probably
a
wasn't the
nurse.
first time.
But yeah, that's probably my feeling. But like, it was a bad gash.
Yeah, it
was
looked rough.
It's a C. I mean, the doctor come out and they were like, and I'm like, oh shit, are they gonna stop it? Because it looked pretty rough. And there was some verbals back and forth, and they didn't stop it. Thank God.
Probably the only reason they didn't is probably because Cody's in a position of power. So
Yeah.
he's like, no, let it go.
He kept going. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And this morning they're like, yeah, you're not really okay.
He probably regrets that now. But
Yeah, but you know, they're not. They weren't 5 minutes into the match. I don't believe. I mean,
That's
it
crazy.
hadn't been going long at all. I was like, why is he? Oh, look, he's bleeding a lot. I mean, that's really what happened. But the match went. It was actually a good match.
yeah,
Um,
Jericho retained.
Jericho retains after MJF throws in the towel
Oh, cool.
from Cody being locked in the walls of Jericho.
I saw a picture of him being locked in the
And
wall.
bro,
and
he was, yeah, it was not pretty. So him and MJF are in the ring, and he's like, I'm sorry, I had to throw in the towel. You were in major dire need. You needed help. You couldn't get out. You done lost a lot of blood, blah, blah, blah. And he puts his hand on his shoulder, and when he does, MJF kicks him in the groin and turned on him.
I mean, we all knew that was coming, but I think, I don't know, maybe like, again, it just,
I would have waited.
yeah.
I would have waited. To
Like,
Wednesday.
I would have had that, and then you could have had some stuff, like maybe there, some arguments or whatever, and then boom, okay, now I do it. But
now, I see. I think it's going to further the now because Cody put out this stipulation where if he didn't win this match, he could never wrestle for the AEW title. And now it'll be like, well, could he have really continued, or did
Yeah.
MJF cost him? I figure that'll be the little
right, no, I
loophole.
like that part, but I
Yeah.
just wish they would have just waited, at least like do the actual turn maybe on.
Wednesday. That's
On
what I'd
Wednesday,
done.
yeah,
live TV would have been a lot better. To me.
Right. I mean, I love the fact that you planted that seed. Like, just you should have gave it that payoff. At
Because MJF, man, he was crying and all this stuff.
Well, I
and
mean,
all
you
of a
could have
sudden he
like
just kicked him in.
tune in to see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess now you can say tune in to see what happens now, but
But I thought that was, like I said, I would have waited a
Yeah.
little bit. I'm like you with that. I thought it was a little too early. But as far as the match went, the match was, like I said, probably one of Cody's better matches. But I figure they know each other well.
Yeah.
And Cody was a little messed up, so I think Jericho was kind of helping him through the match.
Could have been.
And they played off a lot of stuff. I thought it was cool. He went for the spinning elbow. Cody caught him and flipped it on him, so that was cool.
Yeah, and I heard like he went for the disaster kick and he caught him with the code breaker thing or whatever.
Yeah, that was really good. There were several really good spots in the match because you could tell Cody. It reminded me of SummerSlam with Steve Austin and Undertaker when Austin got knocked out by the Undertaker, and you could tell somebody was leading them, but it wasn't a bad match. It wasn't great, but it wasn't a bad match.
Cool.
So next was Omega versus Moxley in a lights out match. And again, this is a match I didn't understand why they went there already. There's been no match. There's been no real story. There's a little story, but you have a few matches to build up to a gimmick. I mean, this was just a gimmick match to be a gimmick match.
Very independent.
Very, very. It just did. There was way too much more story you could have did. You could have got a really good match out of these two, and then had a double DQ or something to build all the way to
almost
stuff.
like a. I mean, I think everybody's been guilty of it. Oh, we need something big. Let's do something
But they
big.
didn't, not in this. And it was above the title. I don't like when matches are above the title.
Well, gimmicks are. I mean,
no.
I would have put the title match.
It was a
first.
trash match. When it comes down to it, like a bad indie. Some you see at CZW match or ICWA.
Well, Moxley did come out and say, "Well, let's do some garbage wrestling."
Yeah, I mean that's more or less what they did. They used barbed wire bat, barbed wire broom. They both got their backs tore up. Their backs were messed up some kind of bat from this barbed wire. I'm gonna get on to this other barbed wire here in a minute. They pulled out some a bag of broken glass, supposed to have been from the table that they went through. I told you about the table, and it was candy glass.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Oh, it's glass! It's glass! It's candy glass." Anybody believe this was glass? You're the biggest moron ever walked the planet.
Beyond either way, like I saw an image where, like he was in the figure four on top of the glass. He had to drag himself through the glass, get the rope. I'm like, that's phenomenal.
It was awesome if you didn't know what was going on. Yeah. But that was really cool. I was trying to think what other weapons they used. They did do one table spot. Then they fall all the way up to the entrance area, and he's like, "Bring it out, bring it out!" It's Omega. And you know, what the hell are you talking about? Bring it out, bring it out. And Bucks are like, "We really don't want to do that. We don't think it's necessary." And it was somebody else was out there too, and I can't remember who it was. And
Who's
he's like,
that? Paige. Adam
may
Page.
have been, yeah, it was. And he's like, "Bring it out, bring it out." And he goes, and he even bends over and talks to him, "Bring it out, down now." So they wind up pushing out this big old thing. It looks like barbed wire. That's a net. And they suplex each other into it. Matter of fact, Omega did it. And everybody's like, "Ow, ooh, oh," as they're trying to pull them out. When they pull them out, there's no marks and no blood. So my option is it probably wasn't barbed wire. Which I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to go in that crap neither.
I've seen people go into it.
You don't come out clean and not bleeding out your everywhere. I mean, so I don't believe that was barbed wire. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, they have some impenetrable skin at that point because they had bled.
I mean, you do build up a callus after a while.
Well, they bled from the bats and they bled from the brooms. They didn't bleed from the net. So I figure it's metal, which it probably still sucked. But was it barbed wire? I don't believe so.
Yeah.
There was one point in the match, Moxley goes to give a dive, and he has the broom, and I think he's supposed to hit him like here. He hits him here.
Oh, shoot.
And like there is blood pouring everywhere. That's when you know real barbed wire. So that's how I know that was barbed wire, that was barbed wire. This is just some metal netting that probably
either way, it probably sucks.
Oh, it probably sucks still, but I'm just saying, how does these two catch you? But you get out of this, and I mean, there's no blood, none. So
it happens.
I'm just saying, well, people are going, they went overboard. You might want to go back and rewatch the tape. So that part I don't believe was real. I'm trying to remember what the actual finish was.
That wasn't the finish?
No, they kept going.
I know what the finish was.
What was it?
See, what had happened was.
Oh God, you don't know.
No, those guys are big fans of Pro Wrestling Ego, and they watched Nightmare versus JD Jenkins.
Yes.
And they were like, "Hey, look at this! Where they DDT'd
right.
the guy on the boards. That'd be really cool. Let's do that." And that's what they did.
But Moxley come out, and that's right, he did. He cuts the tarp, apron, whatever. And,
what the hell? I don't know.
And pulls back the pad, and Omega gets control at one point, goes for a 450, misses, and landed face first into the boards.
Bet that didn't.
And right after that, Moxley picks him up and does the
DDT.
Double arm DDT.
Did Moxley use the same knife that Awesome Kong and him used?
I don't know where you got that from.
Bet it was the same knife.
Might have been. Might be some voodoo on that too.
Some what on it?
Voodoo.
Oh, I thought you said doo-doo.
Well, after watching that match, I feel like some doo-doo.
So, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Where do you rank AEW's Full Gear?
It's a thumbs up. I just wish they would have done some other
completely
stuff.
up or like almost up?
No, I'd give it all because even for a garbage match, it was a good garbage match. Which is that much any sense?
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you didn't grow up on like CZW and stuff, then you don't know. You know
what I mean, and I'm not a big fan of watching all that crap, you know. And did it go overboard? No, it didn't. Because if you go watch, you can tell what's real and what isn't.
All right, let me ask this just to wrap it up. Was the actual finishing sequence as devastating as everything else they had done?
Yeah, because he ate that 450 with his face.
I mean, because that's my thing is like, did it
back to back?
Was it a build up, or was it like, oh, we done these 85 things that should have killed us, but we got beat by a roll up? Like
the one thing I wouldn't have did was the netting. It was stupid. It was not real.
Yeah.
It's very obvious.
I think it was more or less try to portray that Kenny Omega's deranged.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty much what it's supposed to be. Is I'll do anything I can to win this match, and he tried. The 450 to the freaking wood proved he'd try.
Right.
But it's. I didn't think that was necessary. I mean, honestly, to me, it put y'all as CZW trash wrestling when they do the Tournament of Death stuff. And I like CZW. It has some very good wrestling a lot of times, but when they do that trash crap, I'd care less about it. Same with IWA. I mean, I like them, but when they do the trash crap, I don't want to watch it.
Right.
And I've been in them stupid matches, but I never did that stupid shit.
I refereed your stupid matches.
Yeah, I know you did too. So, but, I mean, I enjoyed the match for what it was. I just wish they hadn't used the netting. To me, the netting was what really was like the two-part pot.
Right.
And for it to not, it sounds weird, but for it not to be real is kind of what made it bad.
Well, it could have been cool if that would have been like the ending of them going off. I wish it would have been like, to cut them out.
Yeah, like we can't continue. Like, this is the end of the match. We can't get them out, you know, and they would have went off the air like that.
Right. That would have been cool. So,
because to me, the feud's not over.
Right.
So
all right, guys. Well, that's been what we thought about AEW's Full Gear, right? Full Gear, and let us know what you thought about it. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you hated it, thumbs down. If you thought it was okay, give us thumbs in the middle. Just let us know what you think about it, and yeah. So until next time,
watch wrestling.
Watch wrestling.